taking a look at a viewer-submitted match of StarCraft 2 on the map Ancient Cistern. Joining me here in the upper right, the blue Zerg, playing random, telling his race, the hero of the story, you 12 pool. It is Masio. 12 pool macro build incoming. And his opponent about to be victim, possibly, the Protoss in the bottom left here. It is Popcorn. Your fearsome, terrifying opponent is Popcorn. And Popcorn here is doing a cannon rush. It is a 12 pool versus a cannon rush. Get out of here. Pulling drones already. Masio sees it. No, where are you going? Oh dear. Alright. Well, no time for my silly introductions today. Guys, we are heating things up apparently. Masio, why'd you take the drones back? You need to pull drones. Go after the probe at least. Yes, the 12 pool allows you to get the lings out quickly, but now the probe is in a much harder to reach spot. What does he go for? He goes for the pylon. Alright, lings, chewing, clawing, gnawing their way to victory here. Can they do it? Can they deny the cannon? They will be able to deny it. Go for the probe. Go for the probe. No. Wow, there was actually space to get back there. No, you can't get the surface area on the pylon here. Oh, Masio, no. No, it's not able to be done now. With another cannon coming online, a gateway making a zealot, Popcorn is here to stay. His corn was not popped. Actually, no, that came out very wrong. I don't think we can roll with that one. Not a good analogy. Anyways, Masio, my dear friend. Word of advice. Kill the probe. Kill the problem. You should pull drones. At least a few drones. If you have the 12 pool ready and you're making lings, okay, fine. You don't have to pull 10 drones, but at least maybe 3 just to go after the probes. Lings come out, hunt down the probe, go for the pylon like you did. That was a good choice. You could have killed the cannon. You could have gone after the probes. At this point now, you're doing what you need to do. You're getting roaches. You need ravagers at this point. And Mr. Popcorn behind this, you're like, wow, what is the Protoss doing with this successful cannon rush? Surely they're expanding. Surely they're making their tech choices to get leaps and bounds ahead of the game. No, guys, they walled themselves in. They are taking their gases, though. The real question is, what will the follow-up be? I feel like we're down to only 2 choices. Void Rays or Dark Templar. It's gotta be. Masio making those Ravagers, injecting the larva, getting the tools he needs. You may actually be able to hit this one from the high ground up here. You may not even need the Ravager Biles for this one, which would be good, would be helpful. Can destroy the cannon and the gateway. Either way. Start biling these buildings down, my friend. Clear out your base. I suppose now is my minute for introductions. I had one planned. I had my thought ready. Popcorn. I have to respect him because he named his ID after food. It's a respectable choice. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you had to name your ID after food, a food item, what would it be? That is my comment opportunity for today's video. And thank you, Popcorn, for giving me the idea. I played against somebody recently. I think their name was Spaghetti. Which I also thought was a choice you can make. No, Masio, do not go down the ramp like this. You don't have to go for the battery. Just bile the cannons. Bile the cannons, and then bile the pylons. And then you can even hit them from the high ground over here. Oh dear. There we go. We're getting there. Alright. Yes, the stalkers are very angry now. Popcorn realizing he needs high ground vision in order to actually hit the high ground here. This match, at the time it was played, I think it was high silver. Masio has recently made his way into the gold league. So congratulations to Masio, everybody. Round of applause for Mr. Masio here. Gold random, I believe, which, you know, I have to respect anybody who not only plays random, but tells their race and says, screw it, 6 Ravagers. I like it. At this point, you need to do anything you can to break out. It's come down now to just the technicalities. How are you breaking out? You have been trapped in your one base for 6.5 minutes now. Luckily, your Protoss opponent is terrified and allergic to expanding to their own natural, so they have a hidden nexus and are making probes. Let's go with the Brood War way. There's no rally point involved. Ravager's going to walk down the ramp and just clean house by brute force and force of will alone. The cannon rush will be broken, the proxy gateway will be denied, and Masio has broken free. How will he handle the game now? He is up 36 army supply to 4, and that's only because 2 stalkers are being actively produced. So, you know, from one point of view, you could say, well, just march across the map and punch him in the face, right? You can do it. You can win. If there was an overlord over here for biling the high ground, maybe. The sad part is, Popcorn here is no stranger to his cheesy shenanigans. You cheese on popcorn? Do people do that? I know butter and salt is a common thing. Maybe people do cheese, I don't know. Either way, this popcorn is very cheesy, and he has walled himself in with cannons and batteries. Masio, paranoid, checking for any dangers that may threaten the rare Artosalope. I appreciate you not killing the critters, unlike some Diamond Terrans on this in this community that have killed the critters before. I'm not going to say any names, but I may put a card up somewhere. Alright, did we get OV speed? Really? Yeah, we got OV speed, alright. Overseer making its way across the map. Be able to scout. Ah, my opponent's follow-up is 1 Stargate Void Ray. Yes. And a idle Twilight Council. They're counseling right now. They haven't decided which upgrade to get from the Twilight. Because that's what it's all about, actually. Everybody's in there arguing and debating and saying, well, which one should we get? Is it Blink? Is it Glaze? Is it Charge? And only once a decision is reached can we start upgrading. Getting ground weapons for our 4 Stalkers and single Stargate Void Rays. I think I'm safe to put this at ×2 until we get some action. We have reached the macro turn. The cannon rush has been broken. And we can tell that this Protoss is only around Gold League because their follow-up is Void Rays. Everybody worth their weight in salt or diamond in Diamond League and above knows that the follow-up to a cannon rush should actually be carriers, which are much more annoying and infuriating to deal with. Am I right? I think so. The hidden base is paying off slightly. We have 8 probes here, and the plan clearly for the Protoss is just no blink, Stalker, Void Rays. Masio, on the other hand, going for the tried and true Roach Hydra composition. A little bit of Ravagers, but that was more just for the cannon rush. Which I will take a minute to make some commendations. Excellent choice by Masio here, knowing Ravagers are the tool to deal with the cannon rush. We got there. We got it done eventually, and that's all that matters. This amount of Hydralisks should be plenty to deal with 3 Void Rays. I'm not sure about going up the ramp, though. We're doing it. We're trying. A few of the cannons being picked off. Void Ray's going to charge up, which does not actually increase their damage versus the Hydras or the Ravagers. Corrosive Bile taking out most of the Void Rays. Now we're left with just Stalkers and Cannons. Unfortunately, we have dwindled our army supply so greatly that it cannot be done now. Yeah, the bile of attitude. That was an emotional bile. I think it was actually just to make sure the Protoss didn't come out of their base after the Zerg forces. However, Masio greatly overestimating this Protoss's desire to win the game at this point is just content to sit on the high ground and continue their single Stargate production despite having multiple bases. And you know, that's another thought, actually. Masio, here, you just marched across the map, and you saw my opponent has no natural. And your thought was to go up the ramp? What? Just contain them. I go across the map, I see my opponent has no natural. I have Overlord speed, so I'm gonna walk in and check just what you're building. You're going for Stalkers and Void Rays? Thank you very much. I will happily take 5 bases now. At the very least, check for some hidden bases. When you see he's only on 1 base at the 14-minute mark. Come on. Even cheesy players aren't that bad. They go for the corner bases, the bingo strat. The bingo bases here. Really? Really? What did they do? What did those forces do to deserve that? Popcorn fully walled in yet again. He did get blinked though, so he could leave the base. I don't think he's going to though. Just my own prediction here. We're going for Banelings, huh? To Bane bust. I suppose at this point, again, I would say take some bases. Because if you can get 4 bases, just 4 bases, 80 drones, I will let you do whatever you want to do. You can absolutely sit here and throw wave after wave of Roach Hydra Baneling at this 1 base Protoss. And if you have the money to back it up, I will not deny you. I will not say anything. However, we just started our 3rd base. Decent amount of money in the bank, though really for both players. Popcorn is guilty of just not spending it. He does have his 2nd base. No intention of taking a 3rd. Oh no. We don't get that far. Don't get that ahead. What are you talking about? Are we doing it? We're going for it. Alright. Army supply in favor of the Zerg. 18 Stalkers for the defense. 2 Void Rays. Oh, Oh, we're getting the banelings towards the front. Oh yeah, that's thumbnail material. Banelings are going to clear the way to the stalkers. Hydra's somewhat dealing with the cannons. They are going to get up here. Upgrades. 2-2, but it's 2 shields for the Protoss, which is an interesting choice to make. Reinforcement Hydra is going to watch from the low ground, providing some much needed emotional stability and support here. Is it enough? It should be enough. The Zerg able to break it. He's done it. Cracked open the door. There's DTs though, and no overseers. Where is the nearest overseer? There's one in the main. There's one in the natural. Which means these Hydras and Roaches are not going to get the job done. Popcorn. Understanding the value of having all 3 that I mentioned. Cannon Rush into Void Rays. Dark Templar says, oh, the DTs are actually really good. They just saved me. Zerglings. Zerglings? What are we making Zerglings for? Especially with no Ling speed. Popcorn. Getting the most damage he's done all game with just a few Zealot run by here. Great position for the Zealots, actually. Unintentional, of course. Overseers being morphed, but silly Masio. The DTs. Those are house DTs now. They only defend the place. They cannot actually leave the base. They're not licensed to attack. They can't operate on foreign ground. Masio rightly sensing those Zealots came from an unusual way, an unusual location. Check in over here perhaps for a prism. Unfortunately not going all the way to check for a hidden base. Will it matter though? These 3, those 3, they finished their certification, their licensing to actually go out onto the map. Ling speed gonna finish, which means the DTs will now actually be able to be caught. DTs destroyed. Lings. There's a single Void Ray and a single Dark Templar. We were doing so well with the Roach Hydra. Switching into Lingbane. Okay. What's over here? We've got some Roaches and some Hydras over here. Come on, to the front. Yeah, there we go. 3 bases for the Zerg here. 70 army supply. Mostly Zergling Baneling, but at this point, a strong gust of wind should be able to take this Protoss out. Baneling's gonna crack open the door. What do they go for? Go for the gate? Go for the highest health choice in that wall? That's fine. Getting the cannons done. The Void Ray destroyed. There are no more... There's no more anything. I saw 5 DTs in the unit stab, but they weren't here. And Popcorn with the no GG getting out of town. Masio does it. He breaks the cannon rush. Defeats the contain. And then throws wave after wave of Roach Hydra up a ramp to get the job done. The Protoss is defeated. A GG well earned, well played, Masio. Popcorn. I don't know. Cannon Rush, Void Rays, DTs. I think my first point of advice would be take your natural. Not the advice I thought I would have to give today. And at the end of the day, I hope you both keep enjoying StarCraft. Keep having fun playing. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you have a great day. Hang on, guys. I know what the battle scene needed. Let's get the music. Here we go. Let's watch that again.